What if your body is quietly defying the clock while others are slowing down? Have you ever wondered why some people in their 80s still move like they're in their 60s? Let's uncover the silent signs that prove you're aging in reverse without even realizing it. Many people believe that once you hit 80, decline is inevitable. But what if you're doing things most your age can't and doing them easily? That could mean your body isn't aging as quickly as everyone assumes. This isn't about chasing the illusion of youth or trying to look younger. It's about staying strong, alert, and independent, even as the years add up. In a world where many expect to lose their sharpness, mobility, and stability, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking memory problems, stiff joints, or needing assistance are just a normal part of growing older. But here's the truth: they don't have to be. Not everyone ages the same way, and some people are quietly aging in reverse. In this video, I'll walk you through 7 powerful indicators that show you're aging better than most. These signs reflect more than just surface-level health. They tell us about your muscle strength, coordination, balance, cognitive function, and more. And if you can't do all of them right now, that's perfectly okay. I'll explain why each one is important, what it says about your current health, and most importantly, how you can gradually improve it with time and effort. So, if you're in your 60s, 70s, or even well into your 80s and still aiming to stay ahead of the aging curve, this is absolutely for you. Stay with me and see how many of these signs you can check off. Sign number 1: getting up from the floor without help. For many people over 80, the floor becomes an obstacle, not a place to sit or stretch. It's not sitting down that's the issue. It's the uncertainty of getting back up. But if you can rise from the floor without grabbing onto a chair or leaning on someone's arm, it's a major win. This single action tells us that your mobility, balance, and muscle control are still in excellent shape. It shows your legs still have the power to lift you, your core is strong enough to stabilize you, and your coordination is working in sync. In fact, a long-term study on older adults found that those who could get up from the floor with ease had significantly better health outcomes. They were more likely to maintain independence and less likely to suffer from falls or functional decline. Nice, from the floor without assistance, had a significantly lower risk of death over the following 6 years compared to those who couldn't. Why is that? Because getting up from the floor isn't a simple task. It requires your body to work as a coordinated team. Your brain, your heart, your muscles, and your balance system all have to communicate in perfect sync. When even one of those systems falters, the entire movement can fall apart. I once met a man named Walter, 84 years old, who amazed everyone around him. He could still sit cross-legged on the floor with his great-grandchildren, laugh with them, and stand back up without missing a beat. His doctor later told him his muscle age was closer to 65. That wasn't just a compliment, it was a reflection of how well his body had been preserved over the years. That kind of ability isn't simply about good genes or luck. It's proof that his internal systems, strength, stability, coordination, were still functioning at a high level. So if you can still rise from the floor on your own, don't overlook that. It's not just an impressive party trick. It's your body's way of saying, "I'm still in good working order." Sign 2 is walking fast without getting winded. Believe it or not, one of the strongest indicators of vitality in older adults is how quickly and confidently they walk. Most people in their 80s tend to walk slowly, carefully placing one foot in front of the other, almost as if every crack in the pavement could bring them down. But when someone in their 70s or 80s walks with purpose, at a brisk pace, and finishes several blocks without gasping for air, that's a powerful signal. It tells us their cardiovascular system is still strong. Their lungs are doing their job, their muscles are active and responsive, and their overall stamina is high. Walking speed is actually so connected to overall health that some scientists call it the 6th vital sign. One study even found that for every 0.1 meter per second increase in walking speed, a person's risk of dying dropped significantly. That's right. Those who walk faster tend to live longer. This kind of fast walking isn't about competing or making a statement. It's about efficiency. When you can move quickly and still breathe comfortably, it means your blood vessels are elastic, your lungs are clear, and your muscles are energized. A friend of mine, Leonard, age 81, walks 3 miles every morning without fail. He calls it his morning reset. He told me that when he walks briskly and takes deep breaths, it clears his mind and recharges his body. His whole system wakes up, and honestly, that's exactly what's happening. When you can move at a steady pace without feeling wiped out, it's your body's subtle way of saying, "You're doing better than most people your age." That kind of response isn't just encouraging, it's powerful. It shows that your energy systems are still working efficiently, and your resilience is very much intact. If you're still here watching and finding these insights helpful, I'd love to know. Go ahead and drop the number 2 in the comments. It lets me know you're part of this community and engaged with your health. And if you haven't already subscribed, now's a great time to do it. Just tap that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on videos that are made to inform, inspire, and empower you as you age. Your support truly helps us continue creating meaningful content just for you. Let's keep going with another surprising indicator: getting up from the floor without help. This might seem like something we already covered, but it goes even deeper. The ability to get down on the floor, and more importantly, to rise again without grabbing onto furniture or someone's hand, is something most people over 80 struggle with. This task demands far more than just strong muscles. It's a full-body challenge requiring balance, coordination, flexibility in the joints, and a strong, engaged core. Interestingly, a research study in Brazil found that the ability to sit and rise from the floor without any form of support was one of the most accurate predictors of longevity in older adults. Those who could do it unassisted had a significantly higher chance of living longer, healthier lives. And when you think about it, it makes sense. To accomplish this movement, your knees need to bend smoothly, your hips must stay mobile, your abdominal and back muscles have to engage in unison, and your brain needs to stay alert to keep your body upright and prevent a fall. It's a real-time, no-equipment-needed checkup for your aging process, and I know someone who embodies this perfectly. Her name is Patricia. At 79 years old, she begins each morning with a short 5-minute routine on the floor. Nothing fancy, just some light stretching, a gentle twist, a slow roll. But she always does it from the ground. She lowers herself down and gets back up without any support. She once told me, "I started doing this so I'd never have to rely on someone to pick me up." That level of self-awareness, combined with her discipline, is what keeps her body functioning like someone decades younger. Her story reminds us that small daily habits can make a huge difference. If you haven't tried this in a while, here's a gentle challenge. The next time you're in a safe environment, near a couch or sturdy wall, try sitting cross-legged on the floor. Then slowly work your way back up without using your hands. How does it feel? Standing up without using your hands or leaning on anything, if you can do that, your body is clearly doing something right. That one move might seem simple, but it's a remarkable indicator. It means your strength, coordination, and balance are still in harmony. More importantly, it's your body's way of saying, "I've still got control." When this movement comes easily, it suggests that your aging process hasn't just slowed. It might actually be going in reverse. Sign 4 is something most people overlook, yet it's written all over your face, literally. Maintaining strong eye contact and speaking with energy and expression is one of the most underrated signs of healthy aging. We often focus on mobility or memory, but eye contact, facial movement, and the tone of someone's voice reveal just as much about what's going on beneath the surface. As we get older, it's common for facial muscles to become less active, voices to lose their natural variation, and eye engagement to grow dim. Unless we stay mentally alert and emotionally engaged, these subtle changes can creep in slowly. But when someone meets your gaze directly, speaks with animation in their face, and uses a lively tone, it tells a much deeper story. It shows the brain is still active and engaged. It reflects healthy neuromuscular control. And just as importantly, it reveals emotional presence and social vitality, two traits that are often linked with a youthful, resilient nervous system. On the other hand, seniors who avoid eye contact, speak in flat tones, or show very little facial movement may be experiencing what psychologists refer to as emotional blunting. This condition is often associated with cognitive decline, depression, or a lack of stimulation in daily life. There's something unmistakably youthful about someone who can still tell a story with vivid gestures, crack a witty joke with a sparkle in their eye, or simply brighten up a room by the way they say hello. One man I know, Leonard, age 84, used to run a radio station when he was younger. These days, he volunteers at his local library, reading aloud to children once a week. And let me tell you, his voice hasn't lost its magic. It rises and falls with emotion, his hands move with the rhythm of the story, and his eyes still shine when he speaks. When he speaks, his eyebrows lift with expression, and the children lean in, hanging on every word. They absolutely adore him, and it's easy to see why. Leonard doesn't just sound full of life, he radiates it. His voice, his gestures, his eye contact, they all come together to show that he's still fully engaged with the world around him. So if you can still meet someone's gaze, speak with warmth and inflection, or naturally move your facial muscles while talking, don't brush that off as just part of your personality. It's a sign of something deeper. It reflects the preserved health of your emotional, neurological, and muscular systems. That kind of presence, that spark, is yet another powerful reason your body might actually be aging in reverse. If you've made it this far and are still enjoying the video, I'd love to hear from you. Just drop the number 4 in the comments so I know you're with us. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time. Tap that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you don't miss out on future content designed to help you live stronger, longer, and healthier. Your support means a lot and helps us keep creating videos that inform and inspire. Now let's move on to sign 5, handling fine motor tasks with ease. This one is often overlooked, but it's incredibly telling. The ability to button a shirt, peel an orange, or thread a needle in your 80s might seem like no big deal, but in reality, it reveals something powerful. It means your fine motor control is still intact. For many older adults, the small tasks they used to breeze through start to take longer. What once took seconds now stretches into minutes. Eventually, those little tasks can become frustrating, or even impossible. But if your fingers still move with precision and control, it's more than just convenience. It's a sign that your brain and body are still working together smoothly. Fine motor skills are managed by areas of the brain responsible for memory, focus, and planning. That's why difficulty with small, detailed tasks often appears alongside early signs of cognitive decline. On the flip side, being able to write clearly, play an instrument, or button your cuffs without fumbling tells us your neurological pathways are still firing properly. Take Barbara, for example. She's 82 years old and has been knitting sweaters for her grandchildren every Christmas since the 1980s. Watching her hands in motion is almost hypnotic. Each stitch is precise, smooth, and strong. She once told me, "When I stop knitting, I start to feel stiff. But when I'm holding the yarn and moving my fingers, it's like my whole body comes alive again." That kind of repetitive, skilled handwork doesn't just keep Barbara's hands busy, it keeps her mind sharp and her emotions balanced. It's not just that she looks great for her age, it's that she's operating at a level of function that would be impressive at any age. So if you're still tying your own shoelaces, signing your name with steady confidence, or flipping pancakes on a Sunday morning without thinking twice, take a moment to recognize it. Those small everyday tasks might seem routine, but they tell a powerful story. They reveal that your brain and body are still in sync. They show that your nervous system, muscles, and coordination are working together with trust and familiarity. And that, without a doubt, is another clear sign you may be aging in reverse. Sign 6 is one you might not expect. It's all about maintaining social curiosity and staying connected. While many people think of aging in terms of physical decline, one of the most telling indicators is actually social behavior. It's surprisingly common for people in their 80s to begin pulling back from conversations, skipping social events, or gradually losing touch with others. Not necessarily because they want to, but often because of fatigue, hearing loss, or the quiet grip of depression. The outcome, sadly, is often the same: increased loneliness and a shrinking circle of connection. But when someone your age still asks questions, makes plans, or listens with genuine interest, it signals something special. Social curiosity means your mind is still looking outward. It means you're not just existing, you're engaging. That hunger to understand others, to stay involved, is proof that your mental and emotional world is still vibrant. Studies have shown that people who stay socially active well into their 80s and 90s tend to live longer, experience fewer memory issues, and bounce back more quickly from illness. Why? Because social interaction exercises some of the brain's most complex functions, like recognizing faces, remembering names, interpreting tone and emotion, and responding appropriately. These are not simple tasks. They require coordination between memory, emotion, and attention, just like a mental workout. Take Harold, for example. At 84, he still hosts a weekly coffee chat at the corner diner. He greets everyone by name, asks about their grandkids, and somehow manages to come up with a fresh joke every week. The waitress swears he's sharper than half the customers in their 40s, and she might be right. But what keeps him so sharp isn't luck, it's consistency. Harold's brain is constantly being exercised through connection, listening, adapting, and caring. So if you still enjoy a lively conversation, if you find yourself picking up the phone just to check in on an old friend, or if you feel genuinely interested in what others have to say, cherish that. That inner spark to reach out and connect, even in small moments, is a powerful sign that your inner life is not just alive, it's thriving. Very much alive, and possibly aging backward. If you're still watching and have found this journey insightful, I'd love to hear from you. Just drop the number 6 in the comments to let me know you're here and engaged. And if you haven't already subscribed, now's a perfect time to hit that button and turn on the notification bell. That way, you won't miss any of our future videos, designed to keep you informed, inspired, and motivated on your path to healthy aging. Your support helps us continue creating the kind of content that truly matters. Let's move forward with one more key sign: quick recovery from setbacks. There's something deeply revealing about resilience, about how someone bounces back after facing a fall, illness, or even a rough emotional patch. For many people in their 80s, even a minor cold, a bruise, or a sleepless night can throw them off for days, or sometimes weeks. Their routines get disrupted, their energy drops, and it becomes harder to regain their footing. But if you're still able to face a challenge, whether physical or emotional, and bounce back relatively quickly, that's not just good fortune. It's one of the clearest, most powerful signs that your body and brain are functioning at a younger biological age. Resilience isn't random. It's a result of systems working together efficiently: your immune system, your muscular recovery, your stress response. When your muscles still heal quickly, when your immune system knows when to turn on and when to settle down, and when your nervous system doesn't stay locked in stress mode for too long, that's a body that's still adaptable. It means you're not stuck in a fragile state. You're still rebuilding, still recalibrating, and still pushing forward. That's what aging in reverse truly looks like. I think of Eleanor, 82 years old, who recently slipped while tending to her garden. She ended up with a scraped leg and a bruised shoulder. Her daughter feared a long recovery, expecting weeks of rest and physical limitations. But to everyone's surprise, within just a week, Eleanor was back in the yard, pruning roses with her gloves on and a smile on her face. Her physical therapist was amazed, saying her tissue healing was on par with someone in their 60s. How did she manage that? Because she never stopped moving. She kept walking every day, stretching, eating well, and staying mentally engaged. Her body didn't forget how to bounce back. It was still trained to recover quickly. That kind of resilience doesn't happen by accident. It's built through consistent habits and a commitment to living fully, no matter your age. So if you're someone who still recovers faster than your peers, take a moment to acknowledge that. It's a gift, yes, but it's also the result of how you've lived. The care you've given your body, the movement you've maintained, and your mindset to keep pushing forward despite setbacks, that's what's keeping you strong. If you recognized any of these signs in yourself today, take a moment to truly appreciate it. You're not just aging well, you're rewriting the narrative of what aging is supposed to look like. You're defying the expectations that so many quietly accept, and in some very real ways, you might be aging in reverse, proving that it's absolutely possible to thrive, not just survive, as the years go by. And if you didn't see many of these signs in yourself yet, please don't let that discourage you. The beauty of aging well is that it's never too late to begin. Whether you're in your 60s, 70s, or even 85, you still have the power to change direction. You can stretch your body, train your mind, nourish your spirit, and reshape your daily habits. The human body is always listening, always adapting, and every small step you take toward movement, curiosity, connection, or compassion sends a powerful signal. I'm still here. I still matter. Remember, the goal isn't to rewind the clock and try to look 40 again. The real goal is to feel strong, clear, and steady in the life you're living right now. It's about being able to play with your grandkids without tiring out, climb the stairs without clinging to the rail, sleep peacefully through the night, and bounce back after a hard week. These aren't minor victories. These are the true markers of youth and vitality, no matter how many birthdays you've celebrated. So here's a gentle question for you to reflect on. What's one thing you've noticed about yourself lately that makes you feel younger than your years? Is it how you wake up early without needing an alarm? Is it your continued curiosity to learn new things? Or maybe, just maybe, it's the fact that you're watching this video because you care, because you're invested in your health, your joy, and your future. Thank you so much for spending this time with us. We'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to apply it in your own life. Your thoughts mean a lot to us, and reading your comments gives us real motivation to keep going. Every message you share encourages not just us, but everyone in this growing, supportive community. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and share it with someone you care about. Your support truly means a lot. It allows us to keep creating meaningful, high-quality content designed to inform, uplift, and inspire you on your journey to healthier, happier aging. Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. We can't wait to see you in the next video. Wishing you continued health, happiness, and peace, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more valuable insights each week.